I am proud to announce that your savings accounts are basically now worth zero and that the American economy is now in active free fall. That's right. Go check out the price of silver. Uh huh. Cat's out of the bag. We're
Boy, look spooky-ish. Check files we had. Big Head Reese. Just speaking facts. Came to comment on this video about Bitcoin crashing. People losing everything. They losing their minds. They losing their spirits. They losing their hope. And I'm just sitting there to comment and watch. This dude look like he going stupid.
done.
Down to 1.8, 65, 66% down. Down to 1700. Fuck. I must be down about 13. It's just plummeted again. 33% down on my crypto. What are you buying, Jack?
What's
the new, what's the new? 68%.
I don't even really know what to do.
I'll check my phone out.
You know it's real when you check your phone like this. It don't matter what the subject is. When you look at your phone like this, this is a rap, son. It ain't right. That's the money. That's the money pool. Look.
Don't think about it. I'm minus 70%.
No, any buying at the moment.
I know.
Son,
Minus a minute.
I'm down 18%.
Fuck. Oh.
Wiped out 700 billion in market value in the S&P, obviously futures trader.
Set up.
I need some money now.
It is so f***ing over. Bitcoin has now retraced an entire year of gains. Altcoins are basically non-existent, double-digit Solana. And I was truly going to step away from this for a while, cook on content. And then Penguin happened. Fast forward 3 days, another $1 million down the... But it's not even about that. It's the fact that every single other asset class known to man has gone vertical. It's just...
And that's what I've been paying attention to. All the assets. Gold, silver, platinum, crypto, everything going down at the year ups. Got the ups, got the down. You don't see the rich people during the ups, but you know the rich people during the downs. They don't mind coming out and showing you right time, showing their accounts. All rich people don't mind talking about when they down. They keep quiet when they up. So keep that in mind.
tiresome, man. Same day in, day out. My stocks literally only go up. You don't have to do anything. I still think this is probably a pretty safe spot to buy some Bitcoin. Hold it for the next couple of years if that's your cup of tea.
Crypto market is crashing right now. Bitcoin is down pretty much 10% from where it recently was, which was still pretty freaking low. We're seeing altcoins just get absolutely demolished. But meanwhile, commodities ripping, stocks ripping, indexes ripping. Literally, the S&P 500 just hit $7,000 for the first time in history. Yet Bitcoin continues to go down. Crypto continues to go down. What are my thoughts on this? Everybody has been asking me, oh, what are your thoughts on crypto? To be quite honest, I have gotten burned too many times in this marketplace to ever again want to dip my toes into any sort of altcoin. I'm completely cool off of that. I'm going to stack Bitcoin and that's it. Even that, I'm kind of cool off of that for now. Like, I don't want to put any more money in than I already have. I'm not a fan.
The price of Bitcoin has absolutely plummeted within the past couple months, and it is scary and it's sad, but so many people are losing everything right now as we speak. And when we talk about Bitcoin on today alone, it has dropped $6,000, 8% down on the day. It is insane. I don't think that we can get this far. And even when we talk about year to date, it's down 23%. It's down $20,000 year to date. Even when we look at the past.
Right now at this moment, Bitcoin at $64,422. So even right now, I'm watching it go down.
Year alone is down 32%. And of course, a recent all-time high back in October when it got up to 123,000, and so many people were like, "Oh, buy Bitcoin, it's going to the moon," and all these different things. And then over time, it continues to drop. And of course, when Trump got into office, it was all reaching an all-time high. Here is the graph of the past 5 years, and then it was just. it's just so sad, and people are losing everything. I'm not promoting people, and I'm not laughing at
Down
it,
right
but it
now.
really does suck to see how this is all unfolding. I've been telling people for a long time now. When you talk about investing, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, all these crazy things are one of the riskiest investments you can make. And if you have nothing that is backing that, if you're not investing in the stock market, ETFs, or any other kind of stable investment, you're really setting yourself.
You gotta have a pie investment chart for everything. Cause it's like when one thing go up, one thing go down. So that's what's gonna keep your money even. You can't, and I ain't no financial guru. You know, this is me. This is hood talk. I ain't even. You know what I mean? This is me speaking facts. You just gotta have multiple investments.
Off of failure. I'm gonna be quite honest with you, because a lot of people invest in these coins and waiting for, massive growth, but in actuality, yeah, you get growth, but then most of the time it's always followed by a massive crash.
Crypto market has been tanking pretty much since October 10th. Let's talk about what's going on and what I'm doing about it. As you can see, the all-time high was really on October 6th, but the real drop-off started October 10th when we had the biggest liquidation event in all of crypto history. During 2025, we were actually on track to have a good year of returns for Bitcoin. However, Trump tweeted something about tariffs at that time, and the market had a sudden sell-off. A lot of people were over-leveraged trading, and it caused pretty much just a crypto version of margin calls. It started a huge sell-off, and it's just been downhill since. Now going into 2026, as this sell-off has only picked up, we've seen even more liquidations, rate cuts of...
Well, yeah, shout out to the video creator, Jay Breed. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. It's easy. Do it now. I'm trying to look out. I'm trying to hold it down. Come on, help me out. I ain't getting on these subscribers all week. I'm hungry.
We've seen Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF inflows not only slowing down, but sometimes even going negative. All these factors alone have pretty much just killed bullish sentiment at the moment. But an even bigger thing that a lot of people argued was over, that any crypto-vetted investor knows about, that I personally think is a big factor in this, the historic 4-year cycle we've seen with Bitcoin since it was created. People argued that the cycle may be over due to big adoption now, but I never fully bought that. I want you to take a look at this chart now. Here are the returns of Bitcoin year over year. As you can see, we see about 3 years of positive growth, then a big crash. 3 years of positive growth, then a big crash. 2023, 2024, 2025 should have been green. However, like I said, we were on track to have a green year, but we had that mass liquidation event on October 10th. 2026 is supposed to be the year that we see a big pullback. For me personally, I'm not worried about this at all. I've upped my dollar cost average, and I'm going to be buying it on the way down.
I mean, I'm not telling this isn't financial advice, but I mean, when I look at buying any kind of Bitcoin, any kind of crypto, I always sit back and wonder, what is it backed by? What is Bitcoin truly? You know how the US dollar is backed by gold? We're supposed to be backed.
I try to make sure it's penny. You gotta stack it, pennies and pennies. Don't put all your money in nothing. You can't put all your money in nothing. Like, that's just the way it is. I don't get it. You can't do that. You can't put your money in everything. You can't put eggs in one basket. There you go, the old school.
By gold, even though the dollar is kind of crashing at this point, right? The value of the dollar, but it's backed by something. I don't know what crypto is backed by. It's just a digital asset. I'm gonna do my research on it, but that is one of the reasons why I'm not all in on crypto, because it just seems like a too big of a risk that I'm willing to take.
I lost 20,000 yesterday. I kid you not, my crypto account went from 24,000 to 3,000, and then I made back another 3,000 yesterday, and so now it's at 6,000. Mind you, I wrongfully lost 20,000 yesterday. I was not even supposed to lose this money, mind you. I had an XRP trade in that I was holding since 2/14. My liquidation was set to 1.74. If you go look on TradingView yesterday and you look at that chart, XRP hit 1.77. I was never supposed to lose that money. And then even if it's like, okay, maybe on the exchange, like it's a couple cents off, I had set limit orders to bring my liquidation down. I had a limit order at $2, one at 1.8, one at 1.6, and one at 1.4. This motherfucking shitty ass exchange filled all my orders all the way down and liquidated my entire position. I was wrongfully fucking y'all, so many of these crypto exchanges do that. Like, this is so fucking irritating. I'm tired of these shitty ass crypto exchanges. Like, can we get something good for the US, please? And this is not my first time dealing with this at all. Me and my dad lost millions. Yeah, millions with a.
She rich. What's her ad? Somebody send me her ad. She talking about she losing millions on the crypto. She in the ball game. I'm trying to be a cheerleader. Send her my way.
Last November off of a shitty ass crypto exchange. If y'all want a story time on that, I can give y'all that too. So it's like, if I don't see that butt hurt, it's cause I've seen worse.
No, I think she's basically trading, and she's talking about her situation with trading. But yeah, I mean, it's real life.
So Bitcoin erasing nearly all of its gains since President Trump's re-election, dropping to its lowest point in nearly 16 months, down 17% year to date, as investors continue to rotate out of risk-on assets amid tariff uncertainty and with the partial government shutdown delaying key economic data. And you can see just how tightly Bitcoin is now trading with the NASDAQ, moving in lockstep with tech equities lower today. You've got altcoins like Ether and XRP part of this wider sell-off across tokens. The broader crypto market has now shed $1.5 trillion since its peak.
1.5 trillion. That's all I got.
In November, and the market really hasn't been able to recover since that October 10th liquidation event that wiped out $19 billion in leveraged token bets. There's been a contagion effect to crypto-pegged equities as well. Robinhood and Coinbase both firmly in the red today, as are the crypto treasury names, Strategy and Bitmine Immersion, which is a top Ether proxy. Mike Novogratz on the Galaxy earnings call today saying, now the question is when we find seller exhaustion.
Yeah, and when we also look at what is cryptocurrency backed by, specifically Bitcoin. This is one of the reasons why I'm not investing to it. Yeah, I know the billionaires invest into it, millionaires, whatever. People do it because they want to make money. But when we checked it out, it's not backed by anything physical like gold or governments, but rather a decentralized network, cryptographic security, and a strict code enforced scarcity of 21 million coins. Now, I guess is pretty much that's all. All that is saying is it is backed by the people who are willing to determine the value. So if anybody, whoever the largest holder of Bitcoin, if they decide to sell off, yeah, you're pretty much done. Like, there's no value that's behind it. And if you
there you go. So those that's getting in the crypto market, you understand this come with the game. There's no value. It only has value with what the next person say it is. 1.5 trillion since its peak in November. You want to take L's. When you up, you don't complain. When you down, don't complain. You know what I mean? Gotta maintain either way. Let's get to the comments. The value of pretend money is plummeting. Yeah. As an investor, never put all your eggs on invest. I just said that. If fooling is money, or soon party. Yep. I was wondering when the crash would happen after the orange dude and the family started messing with it. Well, the day is here. Shh. Seeing crypto bros freak out is my favorite thing. Crypto bros look weird when they freak out. They look like they about to. You know, people do not have extra money to invest. I've been telling my idiot friends to stop. They all walk around the office looking sick. Look, they say you're supposed to do a lot of things with your money. Invest, hold, save. That. Do what you do, man. Just make sure you got it. Make sure you got something. That's what it means. You ain't got nothing, that's it. Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get made in the sausages. What, the fictional currency not backed by a damn thing is crashing? Crypto so fictitious that the IRS doesn't accept it for payment. That's the IRS don't accept it. Yeah, so I think everybody gotta stop looking for the quick rich. Quick rich schemes is quick broke schemes. You know what I mean? You can make it. You know what I mean? What they say, YOLO, your money 400, 500%, you can lose 400, 500%. But that's no hair there. You know what I mean? Big head reads trap files, just speaking facts. Is the people right for feeling how they feel? Or is this another game like the fan do or whatever? Get in my comment box. Let me know. Subscribe. It's easy. And I'll be back with another one. Alright? Peace.